All right, Ian, we have a Patreon poll topic and a Patreon. How do you access the CU Podcast Patreon? I almost said CU something else podcast.
It's patreon.com/CU Podcast.
And Ian's got a writing that he's going to do today, right?
Yes.
Or I'll hit you in the nipple with the dollar dart gun here. We also have a weekly hangout, which maybe you do this weekend. Could work.
Yeah, I think that could work. Let me see.
And then we have our poll topic that you vote on each week. In third place, what were your favorite things about the start of the summer, and were you a beach kid? 9%. No one likes the beach stories, or it's not summer yet. In second place, 20%. What were your favorite books and book series growing up or recently? Thank God, 20%. And in first place, Ian, this could be a fun one or it could spin off the rails. If Pat and Ian decided to open a business together, what would it be?
Well, I was initially thinking, we talk about food a lot, so we could do a restaurant, but then I was wondering, what good would you be for?
What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean?
It's a joke. What would you, I don't see you as an advertising sort.
I can manage the restaurant. What do you mean? There's lots of things to do in a restaurant. Talking about. It's a business. This is a business. The restaurant's a business.
All right, so you can manage.
Lots of ins, lots of outs.
Lots of ins, lots of outs.
You think I can run a restaurant? I don't
think anyone can run a restaurant.
Well, half of them still fail, right? Is that the statistics?
I would never try to run a restaurant. I would just cook.
Imagine you try to open one up when all this happens. Holy shit. Or any business. Oh, my God.
It'd be miserable.
This is funny because I thought me and Ian come to blows on a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Not on food, usually.
No.
We're usually...
not.
Our palates are almost like one. That sounds creepy. So I really think...
It's creepy.
Out of all the things Ian and I could run, I think we would kill each other running a game store. I think it'd be a successful game store. I think we would kill each other in terms of our work style running a game store.
I also would never work in a game store.
You never would work in one?
You've
been doing it for like 13 years now.
This is the only game store I'll work in.
It's been 13 years?
It's been 13 years.
Wow, Ian. Got that exit strategy working.
No, I would never open a game store. Let me put it that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then again, prices have gone up. You said that the business is doing well.
Yeah, we're fine in La Mesa. In Chula Vista's doing better too, but La Mesa's doing crazy. It's been very busy since we reopened.
Here's the thing. You open any brick and mortar, you're going to have crazy people, difficult customers. We talked about that last time. Whether it's a food store, probably even a bookstore, some crazy people, video game store, especially in a restaurant, you're going to deal with assholes, probably, right, Ian? You probably have some stories. Probably give me a quick. Well, in a typical day, you used to be a waiter. Mm-hmm. How many difficult customers in an 8-hour shift would you deal with?
50% of them would be difficult.
50%.
50% of them would be difficult.
And we're talking either their attitude.
Well, let me put it this way: it absolutely depends on the restaurant.
Okay.
The place where I first started waiting tables was a steakhouse type place. It was known for its prime rib.
What, they come to your table and cut it for you?
No, it was in the back. It was known for its prime rib. And it was once considered a fairly fancy restaurant. And it kind of went downhill at some point. But lots of people still thought of it as fancy.
Why did it go downhill? They bought cheaper food?
The chefs... they couldn't keep a chef. They kept changing the menu, and it was just this never-ending downhill spiral.
You can't keep changing the menu. They did that at a local restaurant here. Like every 6 months, the menu was entirely different, and the prices were jacked a little bit, and the best stuff was gone. I'm like, what are you doing?
You cannot change. You can fine-tune a menu, but you cannot just go
wipe it out and start all over.
And constantly wipe out and start over. It completely changes your restaurant. People go to restaurants not because of the scenery, not because they... as much as you wish it was, not because they love you and support you. They do after a while, but because there's one specific thing that they love on that menu that they want to order.
Or
that's why they're going there. And when you wipe that shit out, it completely ruins it. There's no reason to keep going back to the restaurant if the 3 things you always ordered are gone. So what you got was a lot of people who would come to this. You got the nouveau rich, the new rich. You got the people who
bourgeois,
thought that the people who thought they were eating someplace fancy, but it was far past their prime.
Rib.
And they were, it's hard to explain, but they were those sorts of people.
They didn't want to pay $80 for like a fancy steak meal, but they'll pay like 25.
They wanted to pretend they were better than everyone else, but they wanted to do it cheaply.
This wasn't Steak and Ale you're talking about, but one step above Steak and Ale. I mean, it was Steak and Ale, really, and I love Steak and Ale, which was still around.
No, it was a step above a Steak and Ale. You know, I mean,
Not that salad bar though, damn it.
You know, there was tablecloths on the fucking tables and cloth napkins and shit like that. Like it was a nice. It tried to be nice, but.
Sure.
But it wasn't as nice as it wanted to be, and it certainly wasn't as nice as a lot of its clientele thought, coming in acting all hoity-toity.
Waiters are wearing ties.
Oh, fucking bow ties.
I want to see you in a bow tie.
Fucking love me a bow tie. Acting all hoity-toity, but using their goddamn Valpak coupons to get their buy one get one free early bird pot roast.
No, you can't do that and pretend to be a real restaurant.
But then asking for their half a carafe of red wine and then insulting the red wine that came out of a gun, and it's like, bitch, you are eating fucking pot roast at 4:30 in the afternoon on a coupon. I don't want your high and mighty shit.
The wine came out of a gun?
Yeah.
Like a spritzer from the bar?
Yeah, lots of bars have fucking house wine on the gun.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Serve it in a half carafe or a full carafe.
That sounds awful.
Can I have a fucking Lambrusco? You can suck my ass.
Tales from the restaurant. We never did that. Okay, back to us, Ian.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our restaurant.
No Lambrusco.
No. If we did it in San Diego, we would definitely gear towards, I think, breakfast, or a diner-ish a little bit. To me, I think we would do that. There's enough places that do like the beach eating stuff with like burgers and fish tacos. I think we had to go breakfast.
I would need a late night breakfast place. That's what we don't have in San Diego. We have no late night diners.
No,
none.
What the fuck is that? Someone outside is like chewing something up. Would you want to do it? We can't do 24 hours. That's too nuts to run. Like a Greek New Jersey diner. That's a lot of effort. We'll shut it down at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's fine. Just you last call here is 1:30. Yeah, you close down at 2.
You can order pancakes at 1:30. We'll get them in.
Yeah, exactly.
French toast. We'll do it.
I feel like that's exactly the way to do it.
And you still get some because it's not like, well, in Jersey, you come out of a bar, 2 in the morning, you eat until like 3:30 at a diner, all drunk ordering your short stack there. But would you want to go, Ian? We're on the same page. Would you want to go diner breakfast quality or go like Breakfast Republic? Go like a kind of step above.
Diner breakfast quality.
You want to go cheap?
Yeah.
You want like your $7 ultra meal where you get like your toast, 2 eggs, 2 pieces of sausage, 2 bacon,
cheap and affordable,
and hash browns.
Just cheap and affordable, but just well done. The eggs are cooked properly. The bacon is not overcooked.
You want the customer to come in. By the time they sit down, they're eating in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
they got a meal in front of them. There's always a trove of hash browns going.
And I have one big must. The ice must be crushed ice, not cube ice.
Well, the machines do that automatically, right?
Yeah, but a lot of the diners in Buffalo, they use like the crushed like pebble ice instead of the cubes. I like that.
Well, that's better
ice.
To save because then you get less drink in the drink. Less liquid fits in the drink. That's how you get them.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Right? That's how you get them. You save probably. It's all condensed.
You save half%.
Pat's thinking about that already. So would you want to offer? Well, first of all, what would you want to call it? Based on our names or no?
Oh, I have no idea of a name.
What would your position be, Ian? Would you want to do the day-to-day operations? What would you want to do here? Would you want to be short order cook?
Short order cook.
Sure. You want to cook at like 10 hours a day?
Yeah, I just want to cook.
You want to cook
That's all I want
eggs?
to do. I just want to cook eggs, bacon.
I somehow knew you were going to say that. I actually like that. You want to get in there and you want to make people happy.
Yeah, I just want to cook. That's
you
all.
You want to be the head chef.
That's all I want.
You're not going to really. I mean, short. When you talk about a diner, everything's almost a short order.
Yes, everything is a short order.
Is that how you want to do it? Everything on the menu has got to be out to you in 15 minutes or less.
I would say so.
Do you want to do burgers? Or do simple tacos?
So I would absolutely do, and this is very much a Buffalo thing, but it's very big in Buffalo diners that serve breakfast. Absolutely would be doing Texas Hots. Talked about Texas Hots on here before. If you need an idea, a Texas Hot is not really a chili dog. It's closer to a coney dog.
Will that sell in San Diego at our business?
It absolutely would. They're delicious, and especially late at night, they will because they're cheap. They're good for drunk people. It's a hot dog with a meat sauce style on it, a meat style sauce on it.
Is that too sloppy for drunks to eat?
No, trust me. Buffalo, no, they're great. Louis is open 24 hours a day, and they've made their entire career off of Texas Hots to drunks.
Is Louis the one that was on that Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain went to in that episode of Primetime Wrestling?
No, I highly doubt it.
They went to one that just sold hot dogs.
Louis sells
And
a
it
little
was
bit more
it was
than
New
hot
York.
dogs.
It had to be New York.
Yeah, no.
Look that up. We get a chance. Ian, come on. We're focusing on our business here.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be a diner that offers the ones in New Jersey that go overboard and have seafood,
No.
steak,
No.
Italian, no.
No.
Breakfast, maybe burgers and sandwiches. That's it. Fries.
Breakfast, fries, grilled sandwiches,
and lunch.
your patty melt, your tuna melt, your ham and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No tuna. That'll go bad.
Nah,
you-
tuna
do you-
melts. Tuna melts.
What about desserts, Ian? We gotta talk desserts. We gotta figure this out.
baklava?
Baklava, you mean? Mm-hmm. No one's gonna eat that. What are you talking about? And I love it. No one's gonna eat it.
It's a fucking diner staple.
Diners have pies and cake.
And baklava. Diners are owned by the Greeks, man.
Some are, but not all. I don't remember one having that. though.
In Buffalo, like every diner was owned by the Greeks, and they all had a big pan of baklava.
Ian, I'm talking about milkshakes. You gotta have milkshakes.
You gotta have milkshakes, of course.
You gotta have your cakes and pies. Under the glass.
You need you need
cases.
at least a chocolate cream pie, probably banana cream, a lemon meringue.
Not too much of the cream. I'm talking chocolate cake, cheesecake will sell well. Always sells well.
Cheesecake sells well.
Not how it keeps. How fancy you want to go on the French toast? This can make or break it. You want regular French toast? You want to go a little marascone? What do you want to do here?
We're gonna go regular French toast, but we're gonna use fresh strawberries. We're not gonna use the fucking syrupy
Blueberry shit.
Yeah.
You want to be like IHOP and have the three or four different flavors out ready to go, or no?
No, you don't need that. You don't need all that. One of my favorite stories about French toast and strawberries is
One of my favorite, like you have more than one. Okay. I have many stories about French toast and strawberries ready to go.
one of my favorite stories involves French toast and strawberries. My friend Jay and we used to go to the goth club in Buffalo every week, the Continental.
Oh, I have to see Goth Ian picture.
For years. I never like got done up. For years, and we would go to the 24-hour diner Panos on Elmwood in Buffalo. After like every night, we'd go out and we'd go there and we'd eat breakfast at like 3 a.m. And the one time I ordered French toast with strawberries, and they came, and for whatever reason, strawberries are like my favorite fruit, but I just wasn't feeling. I just wasn't feeling them. I didn't eat them, and the cute waitress would not let me leave until I finished eating my strawberries. She said I needed them for health.
For health.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Said I needed them for my health.
The place that Gorilla Monsoon.
Never forgot her.
Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain went to. They went to a place called R.D. Reynolds. Is that the place? No, that's not it. Damn it! I thought that's what it was. That's the name of the guy doing the article. Damn it! I thought I had it. Watch it anyway. Go Primetime Wrestling. Look for when they go to a place that specializes in hot dogs, and you get your own fixins bar.
Ooh.
Like you get your own chili, hot sauce, sauerkraut, mustard. Like it's all there. The little cut up onions. And mouth starting to salivate.
Like actual hot sauce, like not like hot sauce, but the stuff they would make out of like they'd cook down like the tomatoes and the peppers and stuff like that.
I mean, they were scooping it out. Like
Yeah,
that was one of the jokes that he made Bobby's hot dog. They abused Bobby too much in that show. I know it's a character, but it was too much Bobby. They physically abused him. Roddy Piper beat him up one time for a Chris episode. I even felt bad for Bobby. Like, come on, Roddy, you're beating up Bobby the Brain. He's not gonna fight back. But he scooped up the hot sauce out of like the ladle. Like it was real hot sauce. I don't think I ever had a real hot sauce like that before. But anyway, all right, let's that's semi-retirement plan. You want to be a cook? Let's see if we get a little diner going.
Yeah.
We'll see if one closes down on Newport. We can take it over. They're probably profitable, right? Old Town Diner.
Old Townhouse does fine.
Old Townhouse, and there's a couple others on there.
Yeah, I
There's
don't think the other
margaritas?
ones do so well anymore.
Really?
One of them closed during the pandemic, unfortunately.
But there was 3 of
I
them.
think it was Village Kitchen closed.
Village Kitchen closed?
Yeah,
I forget which one I like better, that or the margaritas one.
Margaritas, I believe, is still open.
They closed down. They didn't get. God damn it.
Yeah.
Damn pandemic. Anyway, is that it? Are any other things we could possibly do together? Run a bowling alley?
No.
Take over a bowling alley? Your heart's not into that?
Mm-mm.
That would seem like that'd be fun, though, to run a bowling alley.
It would.
I mean, there's upkeep obviously with machines, but I mean, once you're going and it's popular, it's going to be a fun place to work.
Actually, I would say perhaps a barcade too. 1, because I know mixed drinks, and 2, because I think you somewhat agree a bit more with my
Your barcade philosophy? What are you going to say?
My philosophy on picking the games.
Yeah, we're on the same page about what you need to play. You actually, it's funny that you want to not just be a co-owner, you actually want to work there and like see it operational and working with the people.
I don't have a future in my head where I'm not working, so I have to think about where I
Well,
want
you're
to
working
work.
if you own a business, but I mean, you want to be in the front line serving drinks and doing food. You like working with the people.
For as much as I complain about customer service, because I don't like customer service, I like working with people. Yes, I like cooking. I like that sort of stuff. I like
you would
mixing,
bartend.
I like mixing drinks.
You'd be co-owner and bartend.
Precisely.
All right. Well, I'll
that
see,
sort of stuff.
I'll
I
see
like.
if, maybe Bobby can give you 1% of the 1% of the barcade, and you can work.
Get me in, Bobby. I contend.
Right. Well, that's a fun one. I think Pat and Ian's Diner. I always want to do Frank's Diner and just put his face as we can call it Frank's Diner. He can just be the mascot. He walks in once a week, says hi to people, and leaves, shakes their hands like the owners do. Like, you ever have an owner come up to you in a restaurant? Hey, how's everything going? My name's Freddie. I'm it's like, hey, you feel like
Hey, Freddie.
You feel better. When's the last time that happened? I was weirded out. I'm trying to remember. I have lots of stories with strawberries and
French toast.
but I also have lots of stories of owners coming up to me and saying hi to me.